Can you hear that? Can you hear that? I think that's the universe saying that's the best episode of Supernatural since season 5. Well, that was a cliffhanger. So, today was the mid-season finale of Supernatural Season 11. And I can't believe I'm going to say this, but holy crap, that's the best episode since Season 5. So many Season 3 finale vibes in that episode, but wow. I am not kidding. That was the best episode since Season 5 of Supernatural. I can't... Swan Song is coming to mind. The one where they fight... where they try to kill the devil with the Colt was great, but either way, this episode was fantastic because not only did we figure out where those visions of Sam's were coming from, which honestly I actually had a feeling of in the last episode, but I didn't say it, and I was thinking about doing a video about it, but I was like, what's the point? You know, I'm just going to be talking about something, but when it was revealed what has actually been going on with those visions, I was like, I was right. But this episode is about basically a clash of heads. The darkness is basically trying to find God. She is trying to call him out. Basically, she's calling him out like in a wrestling match. I call you out, God. I'm going to kill all of your little followers until you come out. And then Dean and the darkness have this talk. And it pretty much is exactly what I thought it was. They are connected. They haven't said it, but I really think that they're connected in more than one ways of this destiny stuff. I believe that for her to be defeated, something has to happen with Dean. I think Dean has to die. That's just my thought, but that's what I'm thinking right now. Also, the angels finally got a spine. That was kind of shoehorned in. They got a spine, and they decided to have this, like, there, we're going to take you on, darkness, yeah! And then they all get killed one by one in that little scene. But then it looks like they got a 25 kill streak from Call of Duty and brought down a WMD on her or something. But we'll see what actually happens with that, because that was cool. But probably one of the most unintentionally funny scenes of this whole episode was when she's talking, like, well, how do we talk to God? And this is the most interesting part of the darkness, that it keeps on, like, it's basically a child and fast forward, right? In the span of a few months, she has gone from an infant to a full-grown woman, and so she is not only rehabilitating herself with what the world is, but also just with how you communicate or just how you function. So the Supernatural has always been very good with touching on this kind of going into these touchy subjects and still steering clear of any sort of influence or any sort of opinion, but they always are very good with touching on this. And this scene, there's a scene where she's in a church, and it would have been great had that priest not been an absolutely terrible actor. Here, do a prayer, give it a spin. That was awful writing there. That is actually it though. That's the only negative of this entire episode. It's just that really corny line of dialogue. Other than that, this episode had me doing this the whole time. And like I said, I haven't had that since Swan Song. So to watch as Sam, Crowley, and Rowena, which I was a bit upset that she came back, but she didn't really do much, they descended to hell and they talked to Lucifer. Oddly enough, Michael isn't there, but I kind of had the thought that Lucifer just killed Michael. So we have this talk, and the dialogue between those two was like, Sam is terrified. Well, the devil's just like, hey, you want to hug it out? Not only horrifying, but also absolutely still got a really great dark humor. That whole sequence, literally there was only 3 scenes in this whole movie, and it's them, this build up towards this split point, which kind of like there's the scene where, 4 scenes. Mara killing the people at the fountain, Mara killing the people in the church, Dean talking with Amara, the darkness, and then Sam with Lucifer. And how that whole sequence ends is just like, you think that you knew what was going on, but then you really, like, the Lucifer throws that little crossbow. He just throws in that little, oh hey, by the way, it was me. So wow. This episode had fantastic pacing. It had some great elements. It felt fresh, which is something that I can't say has been done since the baby episode and even further back than that. So I am so freaking hooked on this season. This is season 5 vibe. Good freaking job, Jeremy Carver, for bringing this show back and bringing something that's rivaling Supernatural season 5. Something that is rivaling it. I never thought I would ever see that. So, I'm super unbelievably excited for the next episode. That will be, like, right now I'm feeling the same kind of that I did after season 3. That episode, you remember that? When Dean got killed and he was in hell and he's just calling out for Sam? And you just were like, what am I going to do for the summer? All I want to know is what happens with Dean. I want to know what happens with Sam and Lucifer. Absolutely fantastic episode, guys. Best episode of season 11 yet. It is getting a 7 out of 7 from me. I don't care about that terrible priest dialogue. This episode was so freaking good. It is one of the best episodes of Supernatural in a very, very long time. And which is interesting too is that Misha Collins Castiel was absent, which was kind of interesting. I didn't really notice that until halfway through. But yeah, no, by far one of the best bloody episodes of this show in a long time. So I can't wait to come back next, well, I guess it kind of be spring, late winter sort of, to continue talking about Supernatural episodes. By the way, I'm going to show you this. This is a Back to the Future cup. Hope you enjoy this. This was my recent order on Redbubble from NibiruHybrid. I apologize if I said that wrong, but I've got a link for her work in the bottom below. This is a great cup. It's kind of tiny, but that's Redbubble. This is still a great cup. Anyway, guys, that's all from me. I hope you enjoyed this review. And oh yeah, just wanted to show you this. This is my lead the way, join the empire. I love these propaganda shirts, these Star Wars propaganda shirts. And I'm gonna, now we're what? We are 8 days away from Star Wars, so I'm gonna basically, if I do it, whatever reviews I do for the next little while, I'm gonna be wearing every single Star Wars shirt I have. So anyway, guys, that's all from me. Check out this episode if you haven't seen it. Sorry if I spoiled it for you, but really, I'd hope you would have watched it by now. I'm the one who sees it late, remember? I'm from the West Coast. Anyway, that's all from me. See you guys soon.